Welcome to this video, and here I'm going to discuss about head-on situation. Well, the head-on situation is applicable solely to two power driven vessel. So in case we are having interaction between a sailing vessel and a power driven vessel, a different rule will be applicable. Or one vessel is a ram and another vessel is power driven vessel, that time also the different rule will be applicable. So this head-on rule is applicable only to two power driven vessel. And here actually both the vessels are required to take action. So both the vessels are give way vessel. Basically this head-on rule describes the method how to pass with each other. So let's talk about the typical language of this rule, that is rule 14a talks about head-on situation, and it says when two power driven vessels are meeting on reciprocal or nearly reciprocal courses so as to involve a risk of collision, then each shall alter her course to starboard so that each shall pass on the port side of other. So here there are two vessels here. This one is the red vessel, all right, and on the left hand side, and the one is on the right hand side, that is shown with the yellow color. So both the vessels are going to take action. So this will alter course to starboard like this, and this will also alter course to starboard like this. So what will happen? Let me just show you with the animation. It will alter course to starboard, so it will come like this, and this fellow will also turn to starboard like this, and both the vessel will pass port to port. All right. Now you may wonder how to identify head-on situation. Well, when you are having side lights and masthead lights in a line or nearly in a line, that is the time you are having head-on situation. So here you can see if the vessel is less than 50 meter, it will show both the side lights and one masthead light. If the vessel is more than 50 meter, it will show another masthead light here. All right. So when two power driven vessels are nearly head-on, there can be a doubt whether the situation exists or not. So if there are two power driven vessels and the course is not reciprocal, exactly reciprocal, so that is the time you might be having doubt, and in case of doubt, assume that this is head-on situation and take the action accordingly. So what you have to do in case of doubt? Take the action. And what is the action? Alter course to starboard and pass port to port. So you need to alter course to starboard so that you can pass port to port. Let me go back to the slide again. So here these two vessels are there. So it is going to alter to starboard. So it will alter to starboard like this, and this fellow will also alter to starboard like this, so it will pass port to port. Or in terms of lights, the port light is the red light, so we can also say they will pass red to red. Now let's have some practical scenario considering two vessels, and assume that these are fast moving vessels. So one is having a speed of 16 knots, another one is having a speed of 20 knots, and they are moving towards each other. So what will happen? You know it very well, a simple formula, that speed is equal to distance over time. So the relative approach, because both the vessels are moving like this, they will move faster towards each other. So relative speed will be 16 plus 20, that is 36 knots. Time will be distance over speed. So distance, suppose the distance is 12 miles here. So that is the time, the TCPA, the time so that they will collide or they will meet, it will be 12 divided by 36, that is 1 by 3, or we multiply by 60, so that is 20 minutes. Now Suppose this distance is reduced to 6 miles. So the common sense, the TCPA is going to be 10 minutes. So if there are two fast moving ships and one is having a speed of 16 knot, another one is 20 knot, so relative approach is 36 knots. In 10 minutes they are going to collide if the distance between them is 6 miles. Now imagine if you are having a distance of 3 miles and this 3 miles will be covered in less than 5 minutes, and this is very critical. So you need to take action accordingly, well in time, according to Rule 8, that action taken should be in ample time with due regard to the observance of good seamanship, and it should not result in any other close quarter situation.